like always wanting to, have claim over him, like in sick manners, or he could have been a person of that type of person within relationships. And then her Chiron's in Aquarius and his is in Capricorn, which I feel like would be good to level that like negative energy out. Also, with them both having their Lilith and Earth signs could be helpful within the relationship. And I'm not really informed on the asteroid, so that's Asteroid much, but I am informed in like Juno, which is the last indication of who you should be with romantic wise. So this person could have like personality traits as that zodiac sign, or they could be that zodiac sign, but hers is in Aquarius. Hers is in Gemini, which is behind Taurus, so it's kind of close to him and his energy. Also, he has a Libra moon, so that kind of indicates a Gemini too with that Libra moon. And his is in Scorpio, which I feel like a Pisces that's opposite their sister sign with the Virgo moon could like indicate a kind of scorpionic energy, because you're very like opposite within who you are and how you approach the world. Could bring a lot of like confusion and misunderstandings, and just like a down and up type of energy. Like 1 minute you're good, 1 minute you're sad, and 1 minute you're happy. Just very uncertain. Okay, so let's do the planets and partners houses. So I never understood like the planet A and house B. I kind of get confused with that. Like, I don't know whose house is whose, but I know like the difference. So if the sun's in somebody's second house, then that means somebody that's going to help you financially, or they could deprive you financially within them being in your second house. And then he's in her seventh house, I believe, which could be someone that's your partner out loud, or they could be your enemy out loud. So this person could despise you out loud, or they could love you out loud. So it depends on how you go about the relationship within each other. Also, he's in her seventh house a lot, so that could be an indication of somebody that could like deprive you or uplift you. Which, being in the seventh house is not a good placement relationship wise, but 10th house placements is good. So their Jupiter and 10th house together is good. That's a good indication. Like with luck within each other, they can help each other and stuff financially. And then her Saturn, the 7th house in Saturn is not a good indication in a relationship. That can mean a relationship that ends in a bad sense of way, or just end badly within like the relationship. Also, moon in the 12th house is not a good placement in the houses, because that could be somebody that could take advantage of you emotionally without you knowing, or it could be someone that's like depriving you of the reality of the world emotionally, so they can make it like the relationship. They can make you feel like the relationship is a certain way. In reality, it's not that way. It's something else. It's like a different version and stuff of the relationship. Juno in 6th house and 12th house is probably good, because it's kind of like the opposite. So that's good that his is in the 12th house for her, because she's a Pisces. So yeah. And then let's see. On the composite chart, they got Aries as the sun sign together. So that's good, because Aries and the sun sign together in the 5th house. I don't know like if the house placements are correct due to like me not knowing their time of birth, but since they got it in Aries, that's good, because it's in like a sun sign. It's a fire sign and the sun sign. And then their moon in Libra is kind of one of the best air sign moons I think to have. And then Mercury and Aries could be people that like, talk in direct manners, in a direct manner together, like straight to the point, not beating around the bush, just really headstrong within a relationship, and communication, being certain on things, knowing what they want out of a relationship, on the same page, kind of. Also, they could have like mutual understandings within their past. So like she could probably say something that kind of wraps around his past in a sense. So like a very comforting energy talking about probably the past, or it could be very aggressive with Aries. I don't know. And then the Venus in Pisces, it can lead to like flaky energy within the emotional region of the relationship. So somebody or people that decide to be uncertain of the relationship sometimes, because it's probably not bringing that fairy tale aspect within each other sometimes. So yeah. And then Jupiter and Virgo, that could be a relationship where people to choose to collide their funds together. And I feel like since it's in Virgo, it being in the 10th house, it could help a lot. And then Saturn and Cancer in the 7th house, and then Lilith and Cancer in the 7th house is a good placement, I think, for Cancer to be, due to like Cancers, I feel like being one of the kind of strong signs emotionally from the water signs. And then they got Sagittarius as their rising, which is good, I think. And then they got 7th house. They got 7 times the fire sign, which is an indication that they might bring a lot of passion within the relationship, within each other, which is a good thing. That's what I want. And then they got 3 of the water, which they probably need like more emotional stands. But I don't know, these relationships nowadays, you just never know. So you best to just have more passion than anything. And also it's on a masculine side, so they might not take stuff too personal within each other, which is good, being both females consider signs. So being both feminine signs might be best for them to both have their charts with when they're colliding to be more masculine throned. But yeah, that's it. That's all.